Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Courtney and my channel is all about my cross-stitching adventures as well as my other crafting endeavors and the books that I read. Today's going to be a little bit different. We're going to cover no cross-stitching because I just covered all of that in my last video. Today is going to be about all of my other crafting. So let's see, we've got some crochet, we've got a really big sewing project, we got some Cricut, and we'll talk about the books that I've been reading. So buckle up, there'll be timestamps along the bottom if you want to skip a part, but let us start with our theater fun fact. So today I figured we'd do a little bit of a different theater fun fact, more of a little educational one. So if you've ever heard theater talk, you've got stage right and stage left. And so what does that mean? So, oh, and then you also got upstage and downstage. We'll get to that in a second. So, stage right and stage left. That refers to the sides of the stage. So, if I am standing on stage, my right is stage right. My left is stage left. If I am in the audience, my right is stage left. My left is stage right. So, the direction of the stage always refers to the actor on the stage. Now, so if you're in the audience, it is opposite. Give me 1 second, let me grab something. And so, as a stage manager, I am sitting in what is considered the audience most of the times during rehearsal, taking blocking if I'm the PSM, or if the PSM is out and I'm taking blocking, whoever is taking blocking, you're usually sitting in the audience. So, but you say the actor's blocking is, he moves downstage right and quickly exits stage left. Great. But that's not how it's told to him during the blocking. He's just told, all right, go this way, you're going to go that way, and then quickly exit that way. And so, as the stage manager, I have to then reverse my directions because my right is stage left and my left is stage right. And so I created this little handy dandy thing. I used to have a sticker on my laptop that had the directions, and then I got a new laptop and I don't want to put a sticker on my new one, and so I made this. So it gives me the little directions. It's just 2 magnets. It's got my little needle minder back. And so I can put this wherever I want to give me a little helpful reminder what is stage right and what is stage left. And so that's just one of the directions that we use on stage for blocking purposes and whatnot. You also have upstage and downstage. What is upstage and downstage? So, before audiences were raked, they used to be flat. And the stage was raked, so it meant it was on an incline like this. I still work in a theater that has a raked stage, and so it's a little more obvious in that, but so in all traditional, like, Greek theater, almost all, well, I think it started in the Greeks. I don't 100% remember. It's been a long time since I've refreshed that theater history, but stages used to be raked. And so when you were going upstage, you were literally upstage. If you were downstage, you were literally downstage because of the incline. And so now that theaters are flat, it refers to, so the audience would be downstage and upstage would be as far away from the audience as you can get. So there's upstage and downstage. And so we abbreviate these things so that when we're taking blocking, even actors abbreviate it. You've got SR and SL for stage right and stage left. You've got US for upstage and DS for downstage. There's different variations of all of those abbreviations, but those are just the basic. And I figured I would show you a little bit of one of my blocking pages. And so, here, I'll move over this way. And so here's just like one of my blocking pages from one of the shows that I've done. You can see there's numbers and a whole lot of jibbery jabbery. And so for me, the numbers correspond to a number on the script page. The script page, I'll put a number, and then on the blank page, I'll put the number that's circled, so that's the action that is happening on that line. And then you've got abbreviations for the characters. Sometimes I do the actor's name. It depends on the show and like what's happening and where the show is going. Most of the time it's actor abbreviations. When I did Murder for Two, I used actor names instead of character names because it was just easier. There was two actors. And it was a 1 week run of a show. So it was fun. And so here's just an example. If you want me to go more into it, I absolutely will. But there you go. That is your theater fun fact for the day. All right, so let's move on to crocheting. So we're going to start with a brand new start that lives in my new little bag. This is the Ziva Mesh Top by Marina Russo. And let me make sure. I had to restart this like 2 times. Kaya, what are you doing? But so far, here you go. It's supposed to go. Come on. It's supposed to go this way, but I don't want to pull it because this is from Hobie. It's the Diablo Wild Party in Wild Thing, and oh my goodness, just look at these colors. It's like the perfect little rainbow. This is just going to be like a cute little like mesh top. I don't remember why that's there, to be honest. Oh, never mind, because it's my end. And yeah, so this is just going to be a cute little mesh top. And I had started and I got so many rows done, and then I looked at it and I went, this is too big. It was way, way too big. And I said, well, time to rip out mohair. So this is the yarn. You see, the colors in there make it look so much more like muted and like almost gross and dirty, but it's not. It's gorgeous and it's so vibrant. I love it. But yeah, so there is my first project. So that I just recently started-ish. I'm really excited. It's going to be a super easy, super simple project. Next we have my socks that I've been working on. I haven't really done a ton of work on these since I last filmed. I think I may have actually, I don't even know if I've added any more rows. So this is the herringbone sock by Alicia Shoemaker. I have a Ravelry where you'll find all of my projects and what yarn I'm using. I got this yarn in LA. I don't remember what it's called, to be honest, but go check out my Ravelry. You can see all the information there. And this is the second sock. Yes, crocheted socks. That's my second pair. So next we have the mesh top by Nikita Nightingale. I have been working on this so much, and I actually had to go out and buy a second ball. But so I have both the front and the back panel complete. I have not ripped the yarn off of the back panel yet, but it is complete. So I'm not going to unravel this all the way. I'm making this so that I can wear it backstage and like give myself a little bit of warmth. So I have to cut the end off, weave in the end, and then I have to sew these together, and then I'll add a little bit to the body. But I think I need a new bag. Kaya, what are you doing? She's scratching at the floor. I think I need a new bag for this one if I'm going to take it with me, because it's a little overflowing. All right, so, and then the last thing, I got another one of my monthly mystery yarns. So let me take this out of the bag real quick. All right, so first looks. All right, better first look. Any guesses? Any guesses on the show? So this is the it's the monthly mystery yarn from Fangirl Fibers. So, and this is Broadway themed. So it's Give My Regards to Broadway collection. And so, what are our guesses? What show do we think this is? Oh, let me think. And it's all based off of different like show playbills and whatnot. I want to say Miss Saigon, but I feel like Miss Saigon would have more black in it, or more. Alright. We'll see. Oh my god, I was actually correct! It's Miss Saigon! I did not look, I promise you. My hand was covering that the whole time. It's Miss Saigon. Wow. I actually guessed that one. That's the first one I've guessed correctly. That's pretty. Yeah. Wow. Great. See if I can guess the next one correctly. So, I haven't bought any other new yarn. Just that. Yeah. Alright, so next we're moving on to sewing. So, I had 3 big projects I wanted to do. And we're going to start with the biggest one that I'm so stinking proud of. So stinking proud of. I made a corset. Yep, that's a corset. Here she is. Here's the back. Here's the lacing. Made her completely. It does also have straps. So here she is. I am so stinking proud of her. I'm not going to put it on because it's a corset and corsets are a pain in the butt, but you've got boning in it. There's so many different like boning channels in here. So I got this pattern off of Etsy. It's the Rosette Corset by Leah Altier Patterns. I thought it was a pretty good pattern. I really enjoyed making it. I've made a bodice before. I've never done boning, ever. So if you have any suggestions on boning, please let me know. I'm going to put pictures up and a little video of me wearing it because I don't want to put it on right now because, like I said, corsets are a pain in the butt. That's the ribbon I got from Mood in New York City. This fabric is from a local quilt shop, a part of the New York State Shop Hop, where like all of the different like quilt stores had this collection of fabric and whatever. But I'm so proud of myself. And then that's pre-bought binding because I didn't feel like making it. And it stands out, but I'm totally fine with it. I could have gone with a darker color, but yeah. And it's not grommets like I've done before. It's little loops. Ugh, I absolutely love this. So yeah, here she is. I can't. I'm so proud of myself. It's not anywhere near perfect by a long shot, but she's just, I love it. It fits a little weird in the chest area, and I think I could pull it a little tighter and it will solve a little bit of the like gaps. I wonder if I would go down a size, if that would help. But I also think it could be partially due to the fact that the back is so much lower than the front. And so it's just not pulling, when you pull it, it's not pulling those areas quite as much without pulling the other areas around it. And it sits so well on my hips. Ugh, I love it. I'm obsessed with it. Yeah, so this was a big undertaking for me, and it has now made me want to sew more clothing. Help me. But if you have any tips, tricks, suggestions, please let me know, because I want to sew all of the clothing now. And any helpful places to get good, cheap fabric that's for like clothing, that's not just like quilting cotton, that's got like cool patterns and stuff, let me know, because I would love that. and any about like just putting boning in, because I think the boning in the like this area, I could have sewn better. I think it could have been better. But it was the first time I've ever done it, and I got the boning from corsetmaking.com, and also the like, because these are adjustable straps. I made adjustable straps. See? You can barely even see. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is, because it's folded inside. And I think they turned out so good, because like I'm so bad at actually like making things the size that I intended, so I want it to be able to have adjustability. That's why I love the corsets, because it's fully adjustable. And I also just, I love how they feel. I love how they look. Don't come at me. I know they're oppressive and but if I'm actively choosing it and it's not being forced upon me, let me be. Yeah, I love it. I am obsessed. I have 2 more ideas for corsets. I think I want to make this pattern again, but a size smaller, to see if that will solve the like bust area issue that I have. It's not that big of an issue, to be honest. It's just something that like could be better. And then I want to make like a more cropped version so that I can wear it with like high-waisted things and like skirts and stuff, and it's not going over the high-waisted thing. And I think maybe, because I think I'm going to do grommets with both of those. I have like a hand grommeter, and I probably need to get more grommets. But either way, because the tie back was fun, but I didn't want to make those. I don't want to make those again. It was a pain in the butt when I can very easily do grommets, and I know how to do that. I learned how to do that in college from my professor, who I made my first bodice with, and then I used that pattern to make the second bodice that I ever made, and then my corset. And so, yeah, and I think maybe I have the tie back like a corset with the grommets, but then I also put like an invisible zipper down the side so I can get in and out of it easier. I don't know. What do you think? I don't even know how I would do that, to be honest. But yeah, if you have any like cute clothing patterns, let me know, because I want to try them all out now. Yay! Alright, so next up, with the exact same fabric, I made a skirt. I'm not gonna be able to show this all in the screen, but it's a long skirt with a slit. I'll put a little video up here of me wearing it. Ignore it. It was late at night and I was tired. But so this is the Mercy Makes skirt pattern. I didn't write down the name of the skirt. If you want to know, let me know, and I'll reply to your comment, or send me a message, and I'll let you know which skirt pattern it is. But again, also from Etsy, and I did modify the pattern a little bit, and so it's supposed to be a fully elastic waistband. Let me take the hanger off because it's hanging in my closet. And so it's supposed to be a fully elastic waistband, but I did half elastic because I like the look of the flat front. I also don't own a serger, so I just zigzagged the thing. I have not washed this yet. I'm hoping once I wash it, it will like soften up the fabric, because this is really stiff fabric, and so I really want it to flow a little bit more. That's not a fault of the pattern whatsoever. That's the fault of my own fabric choice, because this is, again, just a quilting cotton. It's not meant for clothing at all. But I just really love this fabric, because isn't that so cool? And of course I love it. It's got theater masks on it, and art, and music, and yeah. And so I'm really excited to wear this. So excited about that. And so I had one other sewing project, and I made a duffel bag, and I did indeed use this. I brought this to my friend's house. It's got a pocket here and a pocket here and these straps. You're supposed to put a like D-ring in here so that then you can hook on a like strap. But I didn't feel like buying it because this was my test one to see what I thought about the pattern, what I thought about the construction. Do I know how to do it? Can I do it? The answer is yes, and mostly. And I do need to fix it because when I was closing it the first time, I obviously didn't catch enough of the binding, and so it just pulled a little bit, but I can fix that. Easy peasy. So yeah, the inside has Jack and Sally because this was the fabric that I had the most of. I got the outside fabric from one of the local quilt stores, and then the handles, and this is from a fabric that I've had that I got when Joann's was going out of business. So yeah, and then it's just a simple zipper. It's very wibbly wobbly because I probably could have gone with a slightly bigger zipper, but oh well. Alright, so this is the Patchwork Duffel by Knot and Thread Design. And so obviously, this is not patchwork. Also, this is the biggest thing I've ever quilted. I don't quilt. I'm not a quilter. I will never be a quilter. I don't love quilting, but like I really love the look of this. It looks super cool. And so I have been saving the scraps of my fabric and cutting them into the size square for this to be a patchwork. And so the reason I didn't do that is because some of those fabrics I can't get anymore. And so I really wanted to save it for when I was super ready to make the duffel bag and be ready to use, like, have the duffel bag that I really want and I'm dreaming of. So, here's my dreams and aspirations for this duffel bag. We're going to sit up a little bit. Alright, so I love pocket and I love pocket. I want to put in a little like cross strap here so that I can hook it onto a suitcase. When I've been on tour and I've taken my bags with me, that is the one thing that I always wished, because I would always just like loop the handles around and then it would like slide off, and I hated that. So a luggage strap. I think on the other side, I'm not 100% sure about this yet, but I'm thinking on the other side adding an external, no, I don't think it needs this external pocket because it has these pockets. So I think I'm fine. I think I'm fine because it has these pockets. Honestly, I might turn these pockets into zip pockets. I think that would be relatively easy to turn these into zipper pockets. But, so then on the inside, my dreams and hopes was that I could put a pocket here, but I think because of the construction of how this bag is made, that's not possible. And so I think what I'm going to do instead is put pockets on the sides. What do you think? Do you think this is doable? Oh, I also want to, like, I love the height of this. I think the height is perfect. I want it wider. Just a tiny bit wider. I think it could use just a teeny bit more width. Yeah. So what are your thoughts? Do we think it's doable? Do we think I can do it? Do you have any tips of how to do it? Or how to quilt on a domestic machine a little easier than this? Because I was literally cursing and screaming while I was quilting the big fabric and I wanted to murder somebody. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. But I also just have like a simple, very, very simple sewing machine. So, you know, let me know. Alright, so, oh, I forgot in the crochet, I forgot to show you my blanket, because I have been working on my blanket. I've got a little bit more done. I haven't shown this in a while. So, it's just a granny hexagon, granny stitch, where in the world does this want to go? Alright. It's held double. Here she is. I really like it. She's gotten bigger. I really love it. It's held double with the black and then the color that looks like Sally that I made my cardigan out of. So yeah, there she is. Alright, so next we're going to take a quick sip of my tea. Yes, I have tea, hot tea, in my Stanley. I'm also testing out a brand new lipstick, because I think I finally decided that my old red lipstick that I've been using for literally years is too old. And I think it's no longer staying the way that I wanted to. It was a Kat Von D while it was still Kat Von D, like the matte liquid lipstick. And it was one of the minis because it came in one of those like Sephora mini sets. And I think that was from like freshman year of college. So like 2015, 2016. So it's old. Probably should have gotten rid of it a long time ago. But, so I went to Ulta the other day with my mom, and I had looked online for all of these red lipsticks, and the thing about this red lipstick was I really loved the color. The color is spectacular. I love it. And I had found things that theoretically, because the Kat Von D is now KVD Beauty, and it like doesn't really exist in stores all that much anymore. I think it's kind of going away, it seemed like. And so I was looking online for new lipsticks that I really wanted to try out, and what colors might be a good comparable color. And so I found one from MAC that I thought would be close, and then when I tried to like the color compared to the one that I had, because I brought it with me and I swatched them all, my hand was red. It was nowhere near the same color at all. So I was like, oh no. And at least in store, MAC didn't have any other reds, because what I wanted was I wanted a liquid matte lipstick that would last me all day, and I could eat oily food and it not disappear on me. I know, that's asking you a lot. But I also think that liquid matte lipsticks are no longer a thing that people want. Because like almost no brands had liquid matte lipstick anymore. It was all like velvet or lip gloss or stain. I'm like, but I want the matte liquid lipstick that's gonna stay. Might dry out your lips, but oh well. And so this one is, I don't know where the box went. And it's all the way over there. It's from Juvia's Place, which I know is a brand designed for people of color and people with not my skin tone. And so I wasn't sure how this lipstick would look. And I kind of like it. It's a little darker than my old one, so I don't think it's going to replace my old one, but I like it. I like how it looks on me. What do you think? And so I'm going to wear it all day and see how it wears and how I eat with it. And so far, I've only transferred on like the little corner, and like not even a lot. And like, even after drinking my hot tea, I can go and like, just a tiny bit. Mainly around the edges. Interesting. Alright. Sorry for that side tangent. Alright, now on to the stuff I made with my Cricut. So, in my last video, I was telling you how I went to visit my best friends because their daughter turned 2, so of course I had to make stuff for her. And so I made a bunch of stuff for her birthday and her birthday party. So I'll be posting, obviously I don't have them with me, so I'll put pictures up. And so first we have the 2 stickers that I made for the coolers for her birthday party. One says survival juice contains caffeine, because it was a 2-year-old's birthday party. It was mainly going to be adults, so have to have some sort of caffeinated drink. And then we had bouncing juice for all of the like non-caffeinated drinks and like the more like kiddie fun friendly drinks. And so those were those. And then I also made her a shirt for her birthday that she could wear for her party. And so on the front of it, it has all of her current favorite things. It says bouncing into 2 because her birthday party was at a place that had a bunch of inflatable bounce houses. And her favorite color is blue, so that's why the shirt is blue. And can you see the shape that the things are making? Leave a comment down below if you know what shape it's making, or if I didn't get the point across. Either way, and so on the back, it had an even more fun surprise. This was half, the idea of my friend's husband, and because she also loves Sesame Street, and so it says, brought to you by the letter V, because her first name starts with a V, and so I took that and turned it into little stickers as little favors that people could take home with them. So yeah, so that is all of that. I also got her a skirt that she could wear for her birthday as well. And then I also, because that tank top came in a pack of 4, so I made her 3 other shirts. I made her one with a jaguar on it because jaguars are currently her favorite animal. When we went to the zoo, she was literally calling the leopard a jaguar. It was sleeping though. And it was so cute. Her dad got her a, like, stuffed leopard that I was like, one day she's gonna know that this is a leopard and not a jaguar. She's like, shh, don't tell her. Don't say anything. I go, I'm not, but eventually she's gonna figure it out that you lied to her all of these years. Leopards and jaguars do look very similar to each other. But, like, literally obsessed with jaguars. And then I made her 2 other ones. I love them. They're so cute. Alright, and then so another one of my friends actually had her baby while I was visiting my other friend, and all 3 of us are friends. And so I made these for whenever she has her baby shower, because she decided to have her baby shower after the baby was born for multiple reasons. But so I made 3 different sizes. So we've got the 3 to 6 stuff, which is just so cute. I've made a lot of stuff for little girls, but not a lot of stuff for little boys. And so it was really fun trying to figure out stuff for a little boy. And then I also did 6 to 9 again. And so her husband is a firefighter. So of course had to have firefighter related things. Duh. And then I think I did one thing for 9 to 12. And they came out so cute. I love how they turned out. I love them. It's great. But yeah, so that's all of the things that I made with my Cricut. Alright, last up, we've got the books that I've been reading. So since my last video, it's been about a month, and I've read a lot of books. Like a lot of books. So, for my last video, I was reading Cycle of the Werewolf by Stephen King. It's down here. I thrifted that book. I would have never picked it up if I hadn't found it in a thrift store. That's why I love thrifting books. And just like having an author that I'm like, if I see a book from this author, I'm just gonna pick it up. And that's Stephen King. So these are all of the Stephen King books I have yet to read. Salem's Lot is next, and that was a lend from my aunt. And so I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really cool. It's a very short one, very tiny. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it. Short, simple, quick, easy, especially easy for a Stephen King. Definitely fully recommend. Also recommend having the physical copy of it, because there's a lot of like pictures in it. Super cool. After that, I wanted something just like light and easy, so I started reading Tethered by Elaine R. Galen. It's part of the Binding Chronicles, which is a trilogy. And so I read all 3 of them. So you've got Tethered, Tormented, and Treasured. And so the first book I really enjoyed. The second book I enjoyed but less than the first. And the third book I also enjoyed pretty much as the first. Yeah. Overall, I think it was really good. I really enjoyed reading it. It's a vampire story. I would say it's definitely a little spicy, but very like closed door spicy, but like a cracked open closed door spicy. I don't know. I have a different view on those ratings than I think most people do, and am more willing to let things pass than some people. Yeah. So yeah, that was really easy, really fast read. Enjoyed it. And then I was listening to the Iliad, the audiobook. I don't know if I've ever actually read it. I don't think I'd ever actually read the Iliad, but of course I knew the story of the Iliad. It's all about, well, it's about most of 1 year of the Trojan War. A lot of looking at Achilles. And so, and this was before I knew that the Odyssey was coming out. I think the Odyssey had already been announced when I started listening to it, but my Greek mythology obsession has already, like, been obsessed with. So, and like, obsession growing. So I had just listened to it just for fun because I had read Song of Achilles. That's what triggered me to want to listen to the Iliad. And thank God I listened to it because I forgot how much fighting is in it and how much they just like talk, and there's so many names that I'm just like, okay. But it's Homer. It's an epic. So then I read A Stage Set for Villains by Shannon J. Spann. I talked about this in my last FlossTube update, and I won't go as much fangirly about it, but I'm obsessed. I love it. It's one of my new favorite books. It handles theater so well and so respectfully and like with such knowledge. And I just love it. Go read it. Or go watch my last FlossTube update and like you can hear me gush about it even more. I'll move on. So then after I had finished listening to the Iliad, of course, had to start listening to the Odyssey, also by Homer. I've only gotten a couple books into it because the chapters are books. That's how it is because it's a ancient epic. Yeah, so it's been really nice to like revisit that story and hear it from how Homer had originally had it instead of all of these reinterpretations of it. Yeah. And then so the book that I started last night was Once a Villain by Sage Parker. You'll see it here. I can't read my own writing. But yeah, I'm really enjoying. I'm already 50% through it because I just kept reading last night. I couldn't fall asleep. And yeah, it is spicy and it is brutal. I think the author did a really good thing at the very beginning saying that she does not condone the actions of this character that she wrote, but wanted to make people question why they like this character, even though he does all of these horrible things. And like, it's one of those things that makes you uncomfortable to read. Yeah. But like, then you want to keep reading at the same time. It's weird. I saw something online today when I was just scrolling on Instagram, and I don't remember who it was that said this, or why it came up, but it was referring to heated rivalry with like, I think it was like Shane's first intimate scene with Ilya, and how apparently, I hadn't seen this, so I'm just taking this one Instagram for like word for it, how apparently people were like stopping watching at that moment because they felt so uncomfortable. But then like she was talking how like that was kind of the point, because that was Shane's first time ever with another man. And so yeah, it's going to be uncomfortable. Yeah, it's going to be awkward. And I never felt uncomfortable watching it. I enjoyed the like raw emotion of it, and like feeling the like it felt real. It didn't feel scripted, even though it is, obviously, but it felt natural, and like this is what actually happens, and not just like, oh, we're gonna make it like perfect, because no, it's a guy who's never done it with another guy, and then a guy who has. Like, it's going to be awkward, it's going to be weird. And apparently like people like hated that they felt uncomfortable. It's like, no, you're feeling what the characters are feeling at that moment, and it's fine. Yeah. I just thought that was really interesting. And then now reading Once a Villain and having that forward being like, acknowledge your uncomfortability and figure, like, question yourself why you're uncomfortable with these awful things, and yet why you still enjoy this character and like this character. Humans are weird. But yeah, I thought it was really interesting, and like the two things happening at the same time. Yeah. I think that's all I have for you today. I've done a lot of crafting. This has had a lot of project because I've been sitting in the car a lot. And yeah, so I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.